Okay, so we're going to start with some few questions about your childhood, okay? And you can also ask us questions about our early child. Okay, come on.
Okay.
How your family is confirmed? How your family functions in general, like culturally, how it functions. ¿Quieres contar?
Dark, bro. My mother is a doctor and my father is an engineer.
Yeah.
So the three of us stay together in an apartment. Unlike a lot of my friends, we don't stay with my grandparents. It's just the three of us who stay together. I have extended family in other cities. And yeah, that's about it. Like, that's the dynamic. Otherwise, me and my parents just keep to ourselves.
And you?
So I live with my mother. My mom's a doctor too. But right after I was born, my mom moved back to my mom's parents' place. So I live with my mom and her parents. So it's not really the norm here, because once you're married, you live with your husband's family. My mom and dad separated right after I was born, so we just live with my mom's family.
And how many kids can you have there? Like in families? Because we in our culture we only have like maximum three sons or three daughters.
So I don't have siblings. I'm a single child.
Same. Neither do I, but there's no limit in particular as to how many children you can have in the country, at least. Like, you'll find families with. I personally have a few friends who have 5 brothers and 6 sisters, but I also have a lot of friends who don't have any siblings or only have 1 or 2, so it's all over the place.
So most of my friends, at least here, it's either just 1 child or 2 or 3 maximum.
But there's not a limit.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, and it depends from the region and the different places.
Okay.
Your childhoods, what were they like?
Well, mine was. I lived here in Quito all my life. I was in school near my house. I lived with my mother and my father and my sister, and that's all. I have a dog.
Oh, same.
Yeah. Okay, her childhood was fun. She lived also with her mother, her father, and her sisters, and she also has 2 dogs in her house. She lives in a city named Tumbaco.
Okay.
And now we are in Cumbaya. It's a city.
Yes.
Okay. It's a
So
city.
do you share the room?
The room?
With the dorm?
We are not in the university. We're in my kitchen. Do you want? Are you in the university now? In your dorm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't leave the college, everyone stays here.
It's a residential college.
Yeah.
So everyone's here.
So you live there?
Yes, we live here. So our classes are just walking distance, 5 minutes, and so you come back to your dorm, you have rooms, buildings, and we have almost everything inside campus. Yeah.
And in weekends, do you go to your parents' house or to other place, or you stay in your dorms?
I mean,
My parents live they live in another city. They live in South India. That's very far away. That's like a 12-hour bus ride. So
Yeah.
we just pass time to
yeah,
go out.
mine is some 20 hours, so.
How your culture is released to your religion, or how your religion is released with your culture?
It's a very complicated and loaded question.
Yeah, it's a heavy question.
Because if
Start.
okay, so
The oppressed
in
speak.
Indian context, if you have read, about I'm not sure. You've read the notes, right? dynamic between Hindus and Muslims. Yeah, so especially in Indian context, when we have so many religions, it's just very much tied with our culture. So there's no separate identity as to this culture and religion.
Yeah.
It's very much you practice something, and it's heavily influenced by your religion.
The thing is, culture, India has it has a single culture in some aspects, but it's also something that keeps changing once you move from one place to another. And historically speaking, like as a subcontinent, people belonging to multiple religions have always existed with each other, and suddenly these tensions between the two religions are fairly recent if you look at it with respect to our earlier history. So right now, at least in the modern world, it's like there's an agenda to just promote Hindu culture and the Hindu religion at the expense of not even other religions, just Islam in particular. It's just a very complicated question, because culture at the end of the day is also something that, I don't know, I feel like religious interaction sometimes is almost social.
Yes,
It's
and
like-
if the especially the recent events, if you consider last 5 years or even a decade, it's just they now, with the current government, I have to say, now we have a very different idea of religion itself. So first it was, yes, we practice different religions, and it was more or less it was okay. But now we have so many other issues, like there are people trying to protest and fight because they feel like they are being sidelined or marginalized or being oppressed because they are being oppressed by the dominant party or the ruling party or the sort of to say religion. So yeah, and we still, and it's very much. I feel like I've taken your question to a very different trajectory.
Yeah.
So as to answer this, we have really. Our every activities and actions are very much influenced by our religion. Like no matter where I travel, where I study, where I go, I'll have my family backup system, and there'll be things that I'll be practicing even if I don't want to, or even if I want to, just because I'm a Muslim. I'll always be doing that. They'll remain a part of my identity because it's like I said, it's very prevalent.
Okay, thank you.